In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Last episodes we have been with Ibrahim alayhi salam, Khalilullah, the friend of Allah, a very close person to Allah, who rewarded this title. He deserved it. Now, Ibrahim, when he did that, and his people, Jurhum, saw what had happened, they glorified this act. And they have been very impressed with this family, the blessed family. They followed him. They followed the teaching of Ibrahim. But the Satan, as we said before, became jealous. He was ordered only to prostrate to Adam, but he refused. Now Ibrahim is doing something more heavy to a person, and he was gonna to do it. He did it, actually. So Satan came to Ibrahim and said, "Oh, Ibrahim, this is your son. Are you gonna to slaughter him? He is an innocent person. He have done nothing wrong. Do you think God will be happy by shedding blood of the innocent people? This is just a dream, Ibrahim. Don't do that." So Ibrahim took a pebbles, small stones, and he said, "Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar." 7 times he did that. Isn't this the thing that we do during Hajj? Yes, we are doing the same. So Hajj is basically sacraments done because of the blessings of this family, the Ibrahimite family. Ibrahim did not listen, and he threw him and said, "Bismillah, Allahu Akbar." Now this is Allahu Akbar. The infidels and others, they are using it against us Muslims as it is a terrorist word. Subhanallah. He went to Hagar. The devil went to Hagar. "Hagar, your husband must be insane. He's gonna to slaughter your only son. He left you alone here in the desert, and now he wants to kill him by slaughtering him. Your son is innocent. Why did you allow him to do that?" So she did the same, a righteous woman, and she know her righteous husband, a prophet. What is he doing? And she is following him. She had a strong faith also. So she did the same 7 times. He came to Ishmael. "Ishmael, my son, run for your life. Your parents are gonna to slaughter you. You have done nothing wrong. Escape, run." Ishmael did the same as his parents. So the devil became very, very jealous of this family. He's jealous, but he doesn't want to repent and to do like them. No, jealous, but still arrogant. Jealousy and arrogance at the same time in one person. Subhanallah. Then they succeeded. Now Ibrahim is the friend of God. His wife is the wife of the friend of God, and Ishmael is the messenger to Arab. Ibrahim went back to Palestine. There he met, of course, Sarah. Sarah asked him about Hagar and about her son Ishmael. He told her the story. She prayed to Hagar, and she said, yes, she is a righteous woman. And she prayed to Ismail. She prayed to Ibrahim, and then she supplicated to Allah that she may have a son like Ishmael. One day, while Ibrahim was in his tents in the wilder of Hebron, in the desert of Hebron, he was sitting there. 3 persons came. Later on, they will prove to be angels, but he didn't know from the start that they are angels. He thought that they are travelers or traders or something. And you know, in those days, there was no hotels, there is no place to settle, there is no lodge place. So the only way is to go to the Bedouins or the people in the desert, and they sleep with them in their tents, have some food. Sometimes they pay, sometimes they don't pay. It's up to their status. So Ibrahim invited them. He arranged the tent for them. They sat, and he took a calf, and he cooked that calf. Is it barbecue? Something like barbecue. Very fast, very fast. And then he offered this food to them. Of course, the angels don't eat. They have different nature than us. So they did not even touch it with the hands. So Ibrahim started to be scared. This is scaring. Are they criminals? Are they thieves? They did not come for food. They come for something else. What is this? So they told him that they are angels, and their mission is 2 things. The first thing is to give him the glad tidings that God listens to the supplications of Sarah, and she will be pregnant with a son, a great son, and this son will have a son that is also great. Glad tidings of Isaac, Ishaq, and that Ishaq will have a son called Jacob. Why glad tidings of the grandson? Well, because he is great also. So the offspring of Sarah will not finish. Still, she will be a mother of nations because of her righteousness. Because of her righteousness and faith on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second mission is to go to Sodom, an area where the Prophet Lot, the nephew of Ibrahim, is living there. They are wicked people. They do the sodomies. They don't get married to females or women. They prefer males. And this is the so-called sodomy. And this is a very big sin. Yes, it's nowadays people are preaching this and they are calling for it, but this is a very grave mistake, very grave sin. It may cause God's punishment. Sarah was astonished, amazed. It was a shock. Me, in this old age, I will be pregnant of a baby? How? So the angels told her that, well, Sarah, you know, you are a blessed family. This house is a blessed family. There is nothing strange, nothing difficult for God to do. She praised Allah and she supplicated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and she was one of the thankful. Ibrahim started to ask the angels, but what are you going to do with the Lot and the believer with Lot there? They said, don't worry, Ibrahim. We'll protect them. We'll save them. Don't worry. We know everything. Ibrahim started arguing out of his mercy to people. Maybe they will listen. Maybe they will stop doing this bad habits, stop doing this bad sin. The angel said, no, God knows the best. God knows everything. We'll go there and we will save the believers. Don't worry. So don't worry, Ibrahim. Angels went to Sodom, the area of nowadays the Dead Sea, and they met Prophet Lot. And they told him their job. When did they tell? When they reached Lot, they talked to him. The people of Sodom, they saw the angels, males wearing a white linen. They are handsome. So this is what they want from their sin. This is the essence of their sin, is to choose such people. So they asked Lot to give them the angels so that they do their sin. He was afraid of this. He said, why don't you marry women? Why don't you, even my daughters, you just believe in God and you can marry, you can marry women. Why you are doing this? The angels revealed their true identity to Lot, and they said, we come to punish them, and their punishment will be very, very severe. In the morning, in the early morning, take your family, your daughters, and those who believe in you. There are few, very few. And go that direction, and nobody should look behind. Leave nothing except your wife. Your wife is among them. She is one of them. Subhanallah. She knows her husband. She knows his righteousness. She lived with him. She saw how righteous is he, how good manners is he, how Islam make him, and she refused to follow him. In despite of all this, she is with the people and what they are doing. She is the one who told them that there are people visiting us in our house, and they are handsome and they are wearing a white linen. Subhanallah. Now in the morning, in the early morning, Lot and his daughters and others, they escaped from the city, from that town. Nobody looked behind, but they are hearing something happening behind them. The angels took the whole village. It is 2 villages, 2 towns. They took it up and then down the sea level. And then they pour the water of the Dead Sea. Now, there is no life there in the Dead Sea because it is very, very salty. To kill all the viruses, all bacteria, all germs that caused because of their sin. And this, still now you see the AIDS and the gonorrhea and syphilis, a lot of diseases is because of such people practicing the same, or adultery, practicing the same sin or practicing adultery. By this we conclude this episode. We'll see you in another episode. Inshallah, we'll talk about Yaqub family. Till that time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.